Right. Speaking of RE3, let's see. Oh wow, look at it. Pyramid K is off the boards here. Wow, Jesus. I didn't know Hammer had a run that good. 40-47. And Lance has a 51. Orch's famous 40-55. Yeah, I remember that run was 4 years ago. Jesus, that was 2019. That was like, yeah, that was the year RE2 remake came out. Oh, some of these runners are like, you could look at the top bloody 20 in this. All these runners had some bloody names. Bok is there too. Trator is a 42. Scragglebum as well. Yeah, I noticed that as well actually, because I was looking at RE1 remake and I noticed Mo was off the boards as well. I don't know why. Because I thought Mo had the record for RE1 remake, and it says that Microwave does. I don't know what happened to him. There's the Duke again. Poppo is a great runner as well. I think he used to be like top 5 at one stage. I remember he used to say like that it was super toxic for him to get like any PBs. Experiment was good too. Secret, he was like number 2 or 3 at one stage. Revan, I don't remember Revan. Like, that must be relatively recently. Yeah, 1 year ago. Nebs, of course, as well. Nebs was sick at this. Then you got Lance, Hammer, and then Mattgael. I know that Pyramid K was a very famous runner of this game. Like, Pyramid K is in the chat every now and then. But yeah, Pyramid K was a runner that was like, I always used to watch Pyramid K. I always used to watch him. He got a 40-47, then a 40-40, and he was like kind of like clicks, like he was young, uncontested, unrivaled king of the game at one stage. He really was for a long time. And then Mattgael went on the longest grind I think I've ever seen, probably even longer than Pyramids, and he finally got that 40-35. Thing about RE3 is that this is me as a somewhat of an outsider, but I there's no other run that I think I've watched more outside of RE2 remake than this. I've watched so much of this. I feel like I know the run very well as a viewer. You know what I mean? I understand what I'm looking at. But again, there's only so much I can understand as a non-player. But this was Matt's fault. Messi there. That must have been around the time they won the World Cup, maybe. I don't know. Right. I'll lower the volume because his stream can get a bit loud. Over here. Yeah, so when he had a 40-40, didn't he? He was actually drawn with Pyramid. Yeah. So that's right. Oh, man, there's going to be so much explaining to do in this. Just explaining what you're looking like. Everything is RNG based. It's insane. I was thinking of grabbing a snack, perhaps. This run is just. I might go as far as to say that this might be it's so subjective, and I know not everyone's going to agree with me here, but this might be the best run in RE3 in Resident Evil history. Might be. It just might be. I think the length of it is perfect. The RNG makes it always exciting, because when you're in the red, it almost doesn't matter. You can just pull it back no matter what. The RNG makes it unpredictable. You never know what's going to happen. There's insane technical ability involved with you know what we were talking about earlier with the dick. Not that it wasn't a thing in the other game. The pace of it as well it's just non-stop action. The boss fights are super cool. And the history of the game. I know the history of the game has a bit of a there's been controversial times with the community and stuff with certain people, but the run itself is just action packed. And how cruel it is too, like the part with Carlos in the hospital, the YOLO Carlos, and then the worm. Without one cycle worm, yeah, I remember that. Yeah, he got like nearly a sub-arch or something, didn't he? It's like a sub-arch.
Uf.
What's going on with him? I wish I knew what he was saying.
Hacer el buen cycle, no sé, se desmayó el chabón, boludo.
Now this was the even this cutscene is RNG too, right? There's an RNG element to this part. Do you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna move myself a little bit to the right here. Because you can't. I want to show his inputs and I want to show his splits, the bottom split too.
Hacía algo usando y lo hacía mayando y gritaba cada vez que
Dude,
disparaba.
like, look at his could this be real? Is that the amount of attempts he's done? 58,000 attempts. Right, that's good RNG there. There was no Neymar zombie on the floor. This is RNG based. Oh, first try. There's four different combinations. Even those zombies are RNG. Everything's fucking RNG. Like, any zombie can turbo. Who has learned to smile through any pain. Yeah, it's a great way to put it. Yeah. Sometimes I used to watch Matty and I'd be like, how are you happy? You know? How are you happy? Like, just nothing but failure every day. Like, it was really bizarre, but it was kind of inspiring, you know? Yeah, this might be one of the best ever RPDs I've seen. This, like, no Neymar, first code. Perfect fucking RPD. Doesn't get better than that, really, right? Can't ask for anything better than that. 4K hours on the game, really. I have 4K hours on RE2 Remake. Thought you would have had more than that. I'd probably say 5, right? I'm looking forward to CVX because I haven't watched CVX at all. I hope there's door skips though. Fuck me.
Detecta el micrófono, no sé cómo hacer el juego este, pero es raro, boludo.
It's crazy good. Yeah, I mean, you could just see it, like. Don't even need to look at the splits, just look at what happened in the RPD. Blink and you miss it. The PS3 emulated version has door skips. Is that the... Like, whatever is going to be the first one on the boards I'm going to watch. I'll watch it, but I'm going to skip a lot of the doors if I have to. It's a long run, yeah. It's like an hour and a half. It's like... Isn't that an RE4? Like, if RE4 didn't have the Ditman glitch, it would be the longest run in the franchise, wouldn't it? Bar maybe RE6 or something, I don't know. But CVX is a long one. Gary, what's up? Second favorite? What's your favorite then? Which ran CVX? I didn't know she ran that. I just knew her from RE1. Doorskip turned it from a Lord of the Rings trilogy into a nice feature-length movie. Lord of the Rings trilogy. RE trilogy, yeah. I also got to say, like, I think this was the best run in the whole franchise. See the way he stopped there? Just explain. See the way he stopped to aim there? To do the kind of dodge in this game, you had to kind of prompt it with an aim. It was... I don't even... Again, I know I watched this a lot, but I don't even fully understand it. It's almost like there's some sort of RNG element to the dodge. It was so precise it may as well have been RNG, where it was just hard to execute, to push zombies. $200 or something, can't remember. Fucking hell, man. 200 times I'm gonna have to just go like that. Skip the door. Yeah, aim and shoot button. Yeah. I know on Matt's stream it's always like there's this like it's like Fiumba. I don't know what that means. But more of a compiled run, really. I know some beta, I know the name. Did like the perfect run. Really. Yeah, like a TAS, basically. Mantica, una mantica, mantica. I don't even know what that means. I just hear him saying it over and over again. What's up, Surreal David? What's up? Welcome on in, man. What is the story? I hope all is well, man. What is the story?
Bro.
That's bad RNG. So if you get dogs here, it's good RNG. You can just run.
Ahora igual tuve muchos perros hoy, pero...
You know, it doesn't always mean that they don't bite you. Sometimes they can.
Perros otra vez.
Like on the way out, especially.
Canción de MB.
So,
Qué moco, Está bueno.
yeah, he could have got time save there, but he didn't see his
Pero
splits.
bastante variada le hoy, Sonó hasta reggaetón, boludo. Tuvo hasta reggaetón, bro.
It's terrifying because Nemesis appears in every scene. I might go as far as to say that Nemesis is the greatest villain of all time. Is the greatest Resident Evil villain of all time. I think it never peaked after him. Now I know villain is a weird word because he's like he doesn't speak in it. Well, he says one word, but you know, you might say Wesker's the best, and I get what you mean by that. But I just think Nemesis was just this unstoppable Terminator. He was scary. He was formidable. It was oppressive. He was cool. You know, he was unique looking too. Like he was. I just think he's the best villain, and because you almost develop you almost develop a relationship with him in the game. Not a relationship, but like almost in a way where it's like Terminator, where there's like this rivalry between him and Jill. So by the time you get to the end of the game, you're like, geez, I've known this guy for a while. So you've just gone through a lot with him. There's a simplicity to the Nemesis character in this. He's not a character. He's just a monster. But like, I'd go as far as to say he's a villain. Another for no save, no damage. Oh really? No DLC treasure. Really? 4 hours. Do you have a VOD of that, do you? Like, do you submit that to somewhere, do you? Do you know? OG Nemesis is the Gauntlet, though. For sure. Really, Lady Dimitrescu? I mean, compare Lady D to Nemesis, man. Like, compare Lady D. Like, Lady D died in, like, the first 5 minutes. And they made such a big deal about her. In the run-up, like, in the marketing of the game. It's not that I didn't like her. I just didn't like how they used her, and I didn't like how she just wasn't in the game that much. And like she's a bit too, like, in the game she was just. That was a good push there, wasn't it? In the game, you just couldn't really fight her until the boss fight. You just had to avoid her. Like, there was no element of fighting back to her. You know, I didn't like that about it. Like with Mr. X in the remake, you could down him, and then you could even down Nemesis in the remake of RE3, and then like the original, he dropped stuff. There was none of that in Village with her. Oh yeah, so Frames edit. Yeah, he helps you out.
Oh man.
I haven't met the Frames chat in ages. I haven't spoken to him in ages. Hope he's all good. Nemesis is literally the most iconic enemy in the entire franchise. Absolutely.
500,000 en dos predios.
Can't beat him.
Se apostó tanto, boludo, hoy. Wow.
She's way hotter than Nemi.
¿Nan? Se apostó una banda, entonces.
Yeah, that's true. I see a lot of runners more often get that one for some reason. That dodge. Not sure why though. Pronounces her name wrong. Like, yeah. I remember there was a bit of a. I remember Catastrophe tried to clear that up, saying like it's actually said this way, or it's Lady Dimitrescu, isn't it? Without the U. I'm not even confident that's right. An OG, because he breaks a rule every time you meet it. Meet him near enough. Ori Duke thought me that. You just said it. Really? Yeah, Duke was insane at this fucking
Fuera de
game as
camino,
well.
come panchos. Fuera de mi camino.
Oh, it's with the U? I remember everybody saying it's actually without the U. It's Lady Dimitrescu. Well, whatever. I don't know. He kills a returning character. He ambushes you with a ranged weapon. Yeah, exactly. Like, he was such a subversive enemy because you didn't expect an enemy to be that intelligent in Resident Evil. There was such a sentient like element to Nemesis that was way unlike any other enemy in the game in the franchise at this point. Yeah, no other enemy I don't think in the franchise before this ran faster than you, like caught up to you. Right, here we go. Here's like one of the most notorious RNG sections of the game. There's 3 puzzles here, and the fastest one that you can type in is Saf Sprint, isn't it? Well, it's not that it's the fastest one. It's actually one of the slower ones. But it's, I think, haven't they worked out that you have a slightly higher chance of getting Saf Sprint? That's why they call it YOLO. What's it, YOLO Adderville? It's been a while since I watched it. And this, oh man, I've seen clips of this where they got you like with one bite, where they push twice and get to the door. Let's see here. Yeah, see the way he tried to. Oh, it's bad that he. I mean, I've seen worse. That wasn't so bad. Nice push, perfect and exit. That was really good though. Yeah, in his way. Yeah, I'd because there's less inputs. Yeah, it's less letters.
Es inmensa, amigo. Prefiero el PC. El PC corre R3 versión china.
Sasper is 50%. Yeah, it's more common. There's no way of getting a real percent of that. Yeah. I guess it's just like really, really strong speculation over the years. And I wouldn't say it's placebo or anything. I'd say there's probably something to that. I'd say Sasprin probably is more common than. Also, like that Jill being faster with weapons and adding a dodge kind of puts the player in a false sense of safety too. Yeah. Yeah, like Jill is more. It made sense because Jill is more capable in this game, so they had to up the ante to meet her head on. Because again, like, Jill has seen this shit before. She's seen the zombies in the mansion. You had to stop there because I noticed that. The zombie would have gotten him. I feel like, I know I'm reading chat a lot, but I feel like I could stop at like every frame here and explain what's RNG. Just take my word for it. Like almost every split, there's something going on here that's RNG. Even this as well. This is a particular dodge. Yeah, that was RNG. He has to go right here to go to the gas station. Good to be accidental.
Hola, Siri. Buen bro.
Yeah, really good with a handgun, yeah. I never thought of that. Right. By the way, this is the puzzle that broke Zoolander percent for this game because it requires you to go left to solve the puzzle. It's impossible not to solve it without going left. Unless there's like some freakish RNG where you just go right. I'd probably not, but. BS reasoning. I think they just didn't add it because they thought it was ridiculous, in fairness, and I get it, Did Matty just yawn on his world record VOD? It's a switch, not a gravitational pull. Yeah. Getting a bit peckish. I don't know. Like it's not often that I get to sit here and chill. Last run of the night. This was probably his last run ever of the game, right? He probably never ran it again after this. Popcorn? I don't have any popcorn. I don't want to eat something that's crunchy. I don't want to annoy you guys. Cooked world record stream. Maybe after this, I'm gonna need a snack for CVX. In fairness, with the doors. Now I know a lot of the runners used to measure what the next split was like. They all used to measure each other. Like it was kind of like the way I'd look at like Secret Room and Keycard in RE2 Remake, where like, oh, what was your keycard? What was your Secret Room? They'd always look at Train Crash, and Train Crash is like sub 19 Train Crash or like sub 1950 Train Crash was like insanely good.
Sí, amigo, yo vengo de Micamilandia, se llama el planeta de donde vengo. Micamilandia. Nos gobierna un pelado llamado Shinji.
It's useless. And this is this is a huge moment in the run that dictates where it's going to go. If you get early powders or late powders. Early powders is good RNG. Yeah. So he got good RNG. It's crazy that he doesn't even react to it. So if you get early powders, it means that you'll have a faster boss fight later on with Nemesis, because you can make freeze rounds, as far as I know, which do the most damage against that particular boss with Nemesis. Shay, welcome on in. What's the story? We're watching all the world record runs of Resident Evil. All the main ones. My disc broke after this run. No way. I used to hate that with the discs, man. So many games that did that did that on me. And isn't it like this just goes to show you how crazy this run is. Like he's 10 seconds in the red here, and he's on a great pace. Like this is the crazy thing about RE3. There's just so much that can happen in it. Like there's so many jumps in splits that's hard to understand for anybody who doesn't even watch it. Like a lot of these splits, like the reason why they're going up and down is because like he probably got late powders last time. So there's things that are being done at different times. Yeah, so there's a difference between two different ones. And look, this is RNG as well. Getting like a one change is like the best. So what's this? I know by the look of it, it's meant to be like that, isn't it? So this is a 1, 2. This is a 2 change. That's second best RNG you can get. So she'll only change 2 of them. Yeah, and then the rest just goes. We'll be watching RE4, don't worry. Don't know about tonight now, but I do want to watch RE4. It's 20 past 12. I could probably go till 2 or 3 in the morning. Exactly, safe. Yeah. It's just it's very uneven, the splits for RE3. Yeah, like look at that. He's in the green. So when you see splits that are red, it's like it doesn't really mean that. It's not like other games where it's like, oh, you're in the red, this sucks. Like it's not like that.
Yo creo que desaparecía, boludo. Wow.
This is RNG 2, right? Like, I think when you pick them up, they're in different spots, so you have to place them. I know it doesn't make much of a difference to the time, but it still is technically RNG, so you can lose like a second or something here, or gain a second here. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, is that door like can sometimes be slow or fast for some reason, isn't it? Something like that. Right, so there's a big boss fight happening now. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, because the best would be for you to go down three times, you know, isn't it? So these are quick shots too. He dropped the quick shot there. It's quite common to get hurt here though, isn't it? That shot. Ooh, right before the punch. He might lose time here then, right? No, he'll save time, yeah, because the splits have light powders. Like, look at that. He got hit by a rocket and still saved like over 2 seconds. And you have to watch what time is in a split second. Really? That's something I didn't know. Don't think I knew that. Oh, that zombie nearly got him. Right, we're in Carlos now. So one of the most cruel parts of the whole franchise is coming up now. It's called the YOLO. They call it just the YOLO Carlos, where you go into the hospital, and there's like these shelves that you have to push. So like, correct me if I'm wrong here, right? But going into the room at this point, there's a 1 in 4 chance of you getting the best RNG, right? But when you get into the room, depending on what way the shelf is facing, it's 50-50 then of you getting the better RNG. So you could go in and it could be like, oh, rip, it's just facing the wrong way. And then it could be facing the right way. And then it's like still 50-50 whether you get that good RNG. So you have to put it in the fastest spot every single time. And if you don't get the right spot, it electrocutes you, and it's literally rip run because you have to leave the room, go back into the room again to actually make it reset itself. It's just rip run, right? Yeah, at any like maybe I think like at the top 30 level, it's probably just fucking rip run. Now, there's a safe way of doing it. Yeah, now here, so he knows now that he has to because it's facing that way. The handles are facing this way. He has to push it here, so it's like YOLO. That I'm confident I understand that. That's why only top runners do that. Yeah, it's simply not. Yeah, exactly. That's the toxic thing about that part. And they have to do it that way, don't they? They have to at this level, like the top 10 level. You never paid attention to that? Yeah, it's an awful part of the run. It might be the cruelest part. I mean, I don't know what's crueler, this or the one that's coming up next. It's insanely cruel. Well, it is a 25% chance before you get into the room, but when you get into the room, you can tell which one it is. It actually turns into a 50-50 chance of you getting the better RNG. Now, again, if it's facing the other way, you're going to get RNG that is slower. Like, quite a bit bloody slower. A little bit hard to explain, but I understand it. Right, isn't that bad RNG, isn't it? Because if you get zombies down there, you get hunters here. Everything is like swapped. Yeah, exactly. There's 4 options before you go in. And then once you get in, it's 2. Because you know what side it is that you have to push. It's dictated by what way the shelf is facing. Isn't it insane that, like, think of this, like, the amount of times this run has been ran. We're watching the fastest run ever seen right now. Out of all of the runs ever done, this is the fastest one we've ever seen. Like, the amount of hard work it took to get this fucking run. Not only by Matt, but by the collective of the whole community. Like, the runs we're watching right now were forged by speedrunners. It's amazing when you think of it like that. Like, these are the best. This is the best run you will see today. Yeah, best of zombies in the basement, because you can just push them off you, and then it's like you just instantly shoot the barrel on the way out, right? And then it's like free after that when the hunters are at the entrance. They don't even touch you. Well, if you're quick and the RNG is kind of decent, right? Right, we're into the park now. That's good RNG too. If you get zombies here, it sucks. 24 years old and people still pushing each other. Keep up those. Yeah, it blows your mind, yeah. This is good. This is the best possible RNG he could have gotten. Hunters here and dogs there. Like, you could have gotten zombies here and hunters later in the other room, which is the worst RNG. So now we're coming up to the worm. You know what? I might have to take it back about the Carlos section. Now that puzzle's not RNG. I think the Carlos section is a close second. I think the cruelest part. I think the cruelest part of any speedrun in Resident Evil is coming up right now. I think it's the worm. It has to be the Gravedigger. So to explain the Gravedigger boss fight, right? There's RNG. There's like 50-50 RNG that you'll get certain behavior from the worm, where it's possible to one cycle him, right? So you'll know by the way he moves that you'll get RNG that basically means it's possible for you to one cycle him. And if it's possible to one cycle him, you have to perfectly execute, like, what is it? 8 quick shots with, or maybe more, 8 or 10 or something like that, quick shots with the grenade launcher. If you drop one, it's over. You won't get there. You won't get the one cycle. And the other cruel part is you can just get RNG where it's not even possible, even if you do a great job with the one of the quick shots. It's so demoralizing. We're about to see right now. I know when he like slowly rises up, that's bad RNG, isn't it? But when he rises up and kind of does this, that's good RNG, isn't it? So he'll do this kind of like shimmy. We'll just watch him. And you gotta wait for a second, right, don't you? Right, watch. All of these, see his inputs? These quick shots are perfect. Yeah, see the way he's kind of shimmying? That's great RNG. Yeah, look at that. That's when you know you have a bloody run. That's when you know it's game on. It's game time. His heart. Look at the chat. His heart must be absolutely... His heart must be on cocaine right now. 9 shots, was it right? Yeah, I knew it was something like that. He'd be hyperventilating right now. Yeah, the nerves start here. They truly start here. They probably start a little bit at the YOLO Carlos, but right here it's like, wow. To get a YOLO Carlos and a perfect fucking worm on world record pace here is one of the rarest things you can see in speedrunning, like. But yeah, Matty might have been a little bit cooler because he's ran the game so much. Yeah, the wiggle. You gotta reset. No, you don't gotta reset. You gotta run around them. You might get bitten. Sorry, Critic, I didn't read your comment there. No, there's no zombie tool. No. There's no tool in this speedrun that allows you to control what enemy RNG you get. Although there's a tool that you use to get either the Magnum or the rocket launcher. Or the grenade launcher, sorry. This part here you have to deliberately get hurt for a sec. It's like a weird bug that you're able to circumvent that that steam there a certain way. Jeez, that was nice, that room. Fuck, look at that. You saved a second there nearly. No, I'd never run this. I just watched it a lot. I watched it for years. I could never run this. FRNG that fixes some RNG. Really? And this is amazing RNG, man. The amount of luck that's involved. You could get either little worms there, which is great RNG, or hunters, which like is the fucking worst RNG. It just ends your run. This puzzle coming up now is RNG too. The water puzzle.
Fuck, man.
I don't know if it's bad. That just judging by his reaction, it's bad RNG, right? I know the rebirth category exists, and I know it. Yeah, I know there has been a controversy over. Yeah, I think RE3 probably does have the most RNG. Probably. RE4 OG has a lot of RNG too. But I don't know if any Resident Evil game has more RNG than this. And that is rebirth, right? That zombie's a bastard too, right? He can just fucking turbo. Yeah, Del Lago. Don't even start me on Del Lago. A lot of good men died there. Right, so this is the second last boss fight in the game. This is a nerve-wracking boss fight. Requires a lot of good execution, doesn't it? A lot of good execution involved here. Yeah, I don't know. RE4 has a lot. But it has a lot, but it's elongated, you know. There's a lot of there's a lot going on. There's a lot in it. There are a lot of moments where there's not much happening. In terms of RNG, I mean. But the fact that it's longer, I don't know. So watch, you have to kill this guy with a knife. You have to wait at the right moment to let the acid hit him, and then you have to bait him. Yeah, he moves in. It's normal there to get hurt. Again, you bait him again. You hit him 3 times with this. It's the fastest way of killing him. And this last one's the hardest one, right? Perfect. The nerves are kicking in now. Yeah, I watch Socken a lot, yeah. Jesus, to see green here is unbelievable. Quite Glider, how long has it bloody been, man? What is the story? Welcome on in, sir. When are you coming back to RE2? What's the story, man? I hope you're all good. We're watching all the world records tonight. Of this dodge. They call it the wolf dodge, don't they? Look at the fucking warrior. The warrior minds. Look at the warrior face he has here. Look at that face. He is. This is war. Look at that face. That face is fucking. He is in the zone. This is RNG. Good RNG again.
Hasta que no pase no lo creo,
The wolf line, yeah, yeah.
Por Dios que hasta que no pase no lo creo. Te juro por Dios hasta que no pase no lo creo, boludo.
And they call him the bastard zombie.
Te lo creo, boludo. Te juro por
He's
Dios,
RNG
hasta que no
too.
pase no te lo creo, boludo.
Everything's RNG.
Yo te juro por Dios que no llega el tiempo final, te la creo.
Been too busy. Tell me about it, man. I'm having a son in 2 weeks. So I'm just chilling tonight. I hope all has been well, man. Right, here we go. This is the last boss of the game. So this boss is super insane. Like, you have to push the 2 other things into the wall. They're like big buttons. And then you have to do enough damage. If you look at the HP, I think you have to get them down to like what, 300 damage, and then you got to line them up. But there's like so much RNG involved with how.
Era obvio. No me la dejas
Yeah,
fácil. Era obvio. No va a ser fácil.
That's like bad RNG, isn't it?
Tranqui, tranqui. Nada mal de RNG, pero tranqui.
So it just makes the fight harder that he dropped there, right?
Espirale este forro.
Power cells, yeah. Yeah, see the way he's dodging the acid. It's crazy, like the route in this. Like if he got early powders, he wouldn't even have that weapon to fight him now. Yeah, it's doable. Yeah, it just makes it more awkward, and it can kind of increase the chances of it fucking up. Yeah, so he's dead now, right? Or no, he has to get under 2. See that on the see this here? It has to get under like 200, doesn't it? I think he has to shoot him like 1 more time with the handgun, or 2 more times. 3. There we go. So he just has to get hit once. He has it. He knows he got it. He knows he got it. That's it. It's CG. Look at his shot.
Ay, Dios.
That might have been the I can't think of a longer grind.
Fin. Años.
He just got so cozy running this game for a long time.
¿Cuántos años estuve con este juego de mierda?
Yeah, under 200.
Años estuve buscando esto.
The exact amount. It was actually 2 or 3, and then he shot 1 more time. Now he has one last thing to do that's kind of scary. He has to just hit the bottom option, then it's GG. If he hits the top option, it's over. He has to go down 1 and then hit select. See these options here? Over here. He did it. It's fucking crazy, isn't it?
Años. Nuevo récord mundial. Fin. Por fin. Por fin.
It's unreal, isn't it?
Ya lo soy, boludo. Por fin puedo decirlo que soy el mejor de este juego de mierda. Por fin, Dios. Por fin. Por fin.
The chains from the door.
No lo creo.
And then he can just run a different game.
Bien. Sacando la farmacia de mierda.
How many years you've been playing the game? 25 years. 25. No problem at all, Stanley, man. Thanks for being here. I know it's different tonight. It's just different. I just wanted to watch the world records, that's all. I'll be moving on to CVX next. Might be the last one I watch, because like CVX on 4, they're the longest ones. And I guess Village is up there. And 4 Remake, I guess. But have a good one, Stanley, man. Can finally remove the chat. And listen, I love the music. This reminds me of Pyramid K as well. This is the best music. I gotta get your lighters in the air. It's such a victory sound, isn't it? Like that music is just so victorious. The least competition when it comes to OG and most modern RE games, really. That might just be because it's just not that approachable. I know there's no Steam version of the game. There's no like skip. Oh my god! Hang on a minute. Holy shit! Jesus! Hang on a minute. What the fuck? What the hell is this? What is with these raids? Hang on a minute, guys. What is the story? Raids from Sneevil and Gonte. Jesus Christ! What the fuck? Coming in hot with the raids. What is the story? How did the runs go? I saw you running sorry, let me move. You can't really see me, can you? How are the runs? Because I did see that you were running RE2. Leon again. So let me just say hello. What is the story, guys? I'm watching for anybody wondering what the hell I'm doing. We're watching all the main world records of the main cats of Resident Evil. So we started off in RE1, watching Hamo's run of Jill. RE2, watching Lance's run of RE2. And then we just finished watching RE3 OG, Matt's run of RE3. So we're going to move on to CVX now. What is the story? And Sneevil, I can't wait for Saturday. I'll definitely be able for that. Max Lols and Gonte, what's up, guys? Wheezy, what's up? Welcome on in. Just gonna say hello. Biogenesis. So I have two chats here. It's Doodles. What's the story? Ashley, welcome back. Maxwell, Monster the Mash. Big shout out there to him too. Thank you so much. It's 81 people and then 64 from Gonte. Holy fuck. Welcome on in. Sorry, the language. Wow, Nelly. Welcome on in. Gonte, am I following you, Gonte? I don't think so. Oh, I am following you. Sorry, I didn't know if I was following you. Of course I am. Thanks, Rennet, for the shout-outs there. What's the story? Welcome on in. No problem at all, Genesis. Have a good one. Thanks for being here, man. I do appreciate it. Kate Victoria, what's the story? Welcome on in. Hope all as well. We just watched the end of the world record there. But yeah. I got a bit sick and tired of Claire at the moment. I wanted to take a break, and it's not like me to take a break. It's not like me to admit that I'm getting sick of something, and I was getting a bit sick of Claire, you know. But I will have one more week of trying to get a PB, then I'll submit. I'll be at least top 5 because I have a top 5 VOD. But yeah, gone to Sneevil. What's the story? I can't wait for Saturday. It's gonna be good. I'll dim it this. How long has it been? And Worley, what's the story? I will get back to you, Sneevil, I promise. I'll get back to you tomorrow or even early on Saturday, but hopefully tomorrow I'll get back to you. I think I should be fine for any slot. I should be fine for any slot. I don't know yet, but I will let you know. Also, what's the crack? What's up? What's the story? And what did you stream, Gonta? I know Sneevil played RE2, Leon A. And Diminis, how long has it been? How have you been getting on? I hope all is well. 5 months ago. Oh, you were playing CVX? We're actually going to go on to... We're going to move on to CVX now. We're going to watch that. Do no damage and got the... Really? You got the run? You finally got no damage for that? Journey. That's class. Very, very good. I mean, I'm not going to force you to stay around, but I'd like to be educated a little bit on CVX because I don't know much about CVX at all, the speedrun. I never watched it. I knew quite a lot about RE1, 2 and 3, but I never really knew anything about CVX as a speedrun. Never. Didn't take that long. Any splices found yet? No. I made a joke earlier saying that the only reason why we're doing this is we're going to play a game called Spot the Splice. But no. We moved on. It's nice to see, like, he's obviously talking to his partner there.
¿Salió todo? Le dice a papá, pero está durmiendo seguro.
Oh, it's his mother. It looks like his mother.
Bueno, vamos a ver el work record, amigos. El work record de este jueguito.
Unreal. What a run. And what a game too. I gotta say, I think RE3 might be the best as a speedrun. the best speedrun in the whole franchise. I just there's so much about it that's exciting. You know, I know it's had its issues in the past with the debates that it's had with the GL tool and everything, but Steve's father guns, yeah. Oh, we're about to watch that now. I'm looking forward to it.